We landed in Athens with just over 24 hours to see the city and taste all the gluten-free, dairy-free treats we could find before embarking on our Virgin Voyages cruise. Here's our laid-back, self-guided, low-budget day that just so happens to include one of the coolest nights of my entire life. When we landed from our red-eye, we wasted no time dropping our bags at the hotel and heading straight out to explore Athens, coffee in hand. How much was our breakfast?
€1.
Apricots
What was our breakfast?
and cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes and apricots. We're not very hungry. I mean, we don't know what time it is, really.
So confused. I'll drop the address for the farmers market in the video description below. We enjoyed our market breakfast on the steps of the National Archaeological Museum before heading inside. Tickets were €12, and we purchased them on site. In the heat of the summer, it's so nice to have an indoor option for the hottest parts of the day. We have been to Athens before when we hiked through the Agora and to the top of the Acropolis, as well as visiting the Acropolis Museum, which we highly recommend. But on this visit, we chose the National Archaeological Museum, which was a much bigger collection than we anticipated. Putting this at the beginning of our visit gave us a real context for the thousands of years of history that Athens holds. It is incredible how these artifacts have been preserved and restored to their original beauty. Now let's head to lunch.
We're a little out of breath. We went a tiny bit out of our way.
So we took the bus to get here, and you use a credit card and just tap to get on the bus.
Yes.
Worth noting, we couldn't use the same card.
Correct.
So I tried to tap with my credit card, but they're the same number on the same account, so it didn't work. I had to get, it made an angry noise at me.
Yeah.
So I had to use a different card.
Yeah.
And then we thought you had to tap out, and then the time it took us to figure out you don't have to tap out.
The door's closed.
The door's closed, and it moved on to the next stop. So
Yes.
we overshot our stop by one.
Yep.
That's okay.
Not too bad. But it's a little hilly.
It's very hilly.
But it's pretty.
Yes. We keep coming across oranges and lemons in the street because they fall off the trees. There's so many homes that actually have citrus trees growing right outside their apartment. Nick took me to a 100% gluten-free bakery with great dairy-free and vegan options. And just when I thought we weren't going to get to experience those sesame-covered Greek bagels or spanakopita without cheese in it, Asterisque gluten-free bakery to the rescue. But we got our baked goods to go so we could have a proper lunch first at Veganaki.
Our lunch today, which was much more food than we needed.
Yes, it was a lot of
Half
food.
of it was like big, rich items.
Yeah.
It was heavy. It's €43. That's it.
It's not bad at all.
I will say. And the baked good, we have 5 baked goods of substance. 5. Our baked goods were €20. So my takeaway so far is that things are cost effective here.
Do you know how much gluten-free baked goods usually cost?
Right.
It's a lot.
Right.
What did you think of your meal?
I thought it was really good. What I really liked about it is that it felt like traditional items from here.
Yeah, I really wanted to try spanakopita, which we got at the bakery. At Veganaki, we got moussaka, we got a Greek salad, We got a fava bean dip that was excellent with pita.
Yeah, pita.
The pita was still warm, made with white rice and tapioca, so it was nice and chewy. A little flat, but really yummy. That zucchini pie, though, I think was the star of the show.
That was the star.
So good. A little crispy around the edges. It's good. Always a favorite of ours, we took a self-guided GPS My City walking tour around the National Garden.
Triumphal Arch. This monumental gateway was built to celebrate the arrival of Roman Emperor Hadrian and pay tribute to his many benefactions to the city.
We planned to eat our bakery items as a picnic, but the threat of rain kept us walking. So while we are running out of steam and opted not to do the whole walking tour of the gardens, we are still walking through the gardens and have hit a couple of the spots. It's gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. And you got to see a couple of the archaeological things without paying the €20 to go into the archaeological site. The Temple of Olympian Zeus and a thunderstorm. Maybe lightning will strike. Wild! These are amazing. 6th century BC. And they're really bright and pretty still. Golly.
Oh.
I know. There are water features. There's it's beautiful. And there's bird watching. There are turtles. Not just the turtles in the pond. There are some just out amongst the brush. The trees are all really lush and almost like tropical. People are going bird watching. People are hiking. Yeah. Come here, and if you want to do the full walking tour, we'll put the link to it down in the description. We got desserts in our room after we have a nap, which sounds also amazing.
And no thunder and lightning. And
it'll be there, but we'll just be indoors.
Right.
If you want the details of our hotel in Athens, come back for next week's video when we give you the full tour.
No crumbs in the bed.
We're going to try some of the spanakopita from Asterisque.
Asterisque?
Asterisque? I don't know. What's the Greek pronunciation with the funny spelling?
And I think yes, I don't know. It might be French.
That's true. We might be trying it French. But the topping doesn't look like pastry dough. It looks almost more like a biscuit dough. Mm-hmm. It looks crumbly. I'm not mad about that, but I'm excited to give it a try.
What do you think? Good?
There's good flavor in that spinach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
for not having cheese in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really well seasoned. I don't know if it's garlicky. It might be garlic. I think I do see onions in it. So at the very least, onions and salt. And yeah, the topping is kind of
more biscuit than
biscuity.
Than phyllo dough.
But it's fun to come to Greece and get to try spanakopita that's gluten and dairy free. Hope you get to try some too.
So we are headed now towards the Acropolis, which we're in just started into the Plaza now. We are headed to a concert at the Odeon of Herodes Atticus for World Music Day. Happy June 21st World Music Day for all those who celebrate. This is the free concert that's part of the Epidurus Festival, which most of that takes place outside of Athens in Epidurus, but they do a handful of events here, specifically at the Odeon. They do some operas and a couple of other things, but this one's free. Everything else you have to pay for. The big difference is that it doesn't go on sale with the rest of the other events, or at least that's how they handled it this year, and I think that's how they handled it last year. But they use very vague wording. They say, entry with free passes. And at first I thought for a second that it was related to the way you get passes to literally go in and visit it during the day. Mm-hmm. And so at one point I actually bought some passes, refundable, to go visit it. And I was like, oh, maybe that's how it works. But I was really skeptical of that. And emailed into them and said, hey, what are these when do these passes happen? And so they said, oh, they'll go on sale much closer to the event. And they may have even said like a few weeks before the event. It literally happened like 4 days before the event. Also, they say it happens at noon. And so
Athens time.
Athens time, yes. In New York time, that's 5 a.m. So I checked at 5 a.m., no tickets. 6 a.m., no tickets. Not even a link. And then randomly at like 7:15, the link opened up. I think they probably block a bunch for people who buy it in person, but we were able to get them. Not that there were that many left, so we're kind of off on the side, but...
He had to stalk it for days and days and days to figure it out.
And so long.
But so it's not an obvious, easy thing, but if you can figure out how to do it, because it sounds so cool. So cool is an understatement. I was about to have one of the most incredible experiences ever. You proud of yourself? These are some serious steps. Whew. Last time we were here, we walked up that path and past the theater and kind of saw it on the right, and then continued up to the Parthenon at the top of the hill. Pretty incredible views. Thank goodness there are pads on the seats, but it's very steep. This is the coolest thing. And as someone who has always loved history as one of my favorite subjects in school and favorite topics, the idea of coming somewhere to be entertained where people have literally come for entertainment 2,000 years ago is just blows my mind, and I love it.
Oh, it's my favorite Slavonic dance by Dvorak.
There's another encore. It's this one again. It wouldn't be late night in Europe without gelato. And La Grache had artisan vegan sorbets with gluten-free cones. These are amazing. I love a mint lemon. And as we were leaving, we realized they also have a chocolate gelato that is vegan tonight. So that could have been a good option too.
The seats I booked for the concert tonight were house right. That is on the right-hand side if you're facing the stage, also known as stage left. It's a lot of drama education right here coming into value. Anyway, I recommend that if you're booking any tickets at the venue there, go for house right because you get an amazing view of the Acropolis, whereas if you are on house left, you don't.
You just see the sky in the distance.
And they don't cost any more.
Yeah.
House right.
Sorry the lights are so low. There's not a lot of lighting in this hotel for the evenings. There's a lot of natural light from the big window. But anyway, we are trying our second item from the Gluten-Free Bakery. In this one, they said was a potato
Pie.
Pastry thing. They had a beef one and another meat-based one, but this one is just potato. And it's basically a knish, although knishes are kind of like flaky pastry a little bit. And this one is
doughier,
fried.
Almost like a
and
donut.
The dough is pretty thick.
It's like a potato donut.
Almost the thickness of like my finger is the dough, but then there's like mashed potato in the middle. And the thing that makes it different from a typical New York knish is it has a lot of dill in there. It's a little bit pickly.
It's really good. And there's a creaminess to the potato, which is great considering it's vegan. Now I'm dropping potato on the bed. Oops. Oh.
Honestly, it's a little more dry and tough than I expected it to be. We did have it in a Ziploc bag overnight, so I was hoping that would keep it fresh. But it's a denser bagel. It's not like a super fluffy, intentionally chewy New York bagel. And with all the sesame seeds, it looks like a Montreal bagel, but it doesn't have that sweetness. It's a neutral, light flavor, but not a bad way to start the day. Because Virgin Voyages ships embark later in the day than most cruise lines, we had the time for brunch. But on the way there, we were surprised. What is this place? What did I just see?
Did I hand them a cease and desist letter?
For those of you that don't know, he works for Disney. Uncomfortable? That was not officially licensed.
At least that I know of.
Well, that's true. We don't know.
There
We don't
could
know.
be some deal somewhere.
That was so funny.
Yeah,
I did hear a dad in Greek asking the server what they had that was gluten-free.
Oh, what did
They were like,
say? Yeah.
So the theme changes? The theme changes?
Every year. This year was Snow White. Last year was Alice in Wonderland. I think there's also a Halloween window.
And so they completely change all that decor to be just the most wild, outrageous, all the theming. All the theming. You want to go into the shop? Oh, look, the animatronics in there. And just so you know, we didn't pay to eat there, but also we didn't stop in the restaurant. We just walked through it because it's on either side of a regular street, so you can just walk through and take a peek. So cute. This is the neighborhood of Siri, P-S-I-R-I, and it is cute.
It is less touristy than it's equally as touristy as the Pocket, just slightly different. It's more restaurants than
shops. Yeah, trinket shops. At Nudie Foodie, the omelet and matcha pancakes were a perfect start to our day. We were just passing the hospital and the Academy of Science. Yeah, science and stuff. Science and stuff. But everything has either orange trees or fig trees, and I swear to you, the air smells like citrus. I wonder if that's part of why they keep growing all these trees in city spaces. We don't have these in the city that we come from. We had a beautiful day since we arrived yesterday, and now it's time to head to the port. The port of Piraeus, which is where the cruise ships actually depart from, was about a 25-minute cab ride from our hotel. All the taxis we took in Athens were using the Free Now app, which made sure that we were paying a fair price. We were excited to sail for the first time on the Resilient Lady, and we hope you'll subscribe to follow along on those adventures. Thanks for watching, travelers!